Good morning, everyone. Today we'll start with the next chapter, that is your hydrostatic force on the surface. Okay, so basically, hydrostatic force, what does it means? That means whatever. So, suppose if we consider a fluid which is in the rest condition, and if we submerge some body in that, so whatever forces which will be acting on this body, they are called as hydrostatic force. Okay, did you get that? So basically it is nothing but hydrostatic forces happens when the fluid is in rest condition. So if we insert something inside this, the forces which will be acting on this are called as the hydrostatic forces. Okay, and these forces are generally normal to the body, and these forces are what? Normal to the body. The angle which it is making with the body is 90 degree. So this is about your hydrostatic force. So if we consider a small swimming pool, okay, if we are keeping a body inside that, so whatever the forces which will be acting on that particular body are called as hydrostatic forces. And the other force which will be acting is also the will which will be the next force which will be acting is nothing but the weight of the body. Okay, so the two forces will be acting. So hydrostatic force basically is the force which is acting in case of a static fluids. Two forces which will be acting are what? Due to pressure of the fluid. One will be a pressure of the fluid which will be normal to the surface, as I've told you earlier, and one will be due to gravity or the self weight of the particle. As I've told you, one will be the self weight of the particle. Okay, so two forces will be acting. One will be the pressure of the fluid which will be normal to the surface, and one will be the weight of the particle. Okay, now in order to study hydrostatic force, we need to understand what is total pressure and the center of pressure. So total pressure, by definition, what it is saying, that total pressure is defined as the force exerted by the static fluid. So whatever the force which has been applied by the static fluid on the surface, either plane or curved, the surface can be plane or it can be curved. When the fluid comes in contact with the surface, it's nothing but your total pressure. So basically it means what? If we submerge some body inside a fluid, so the forces which are acting on that particular body are considered to be static fluid, static force, considered to be your forces, and they are considered to be as total forces only. Okay, this happens when the fluid, particular body comes in contact with the fluid particles. Okay, and these forces always act normal to the surface. Okay, after that, this is about the total pressure. Now we will consider the center of pressure. So it is defined as the point of application of total pressure on the surface. So basically this total pressure will be acting on some point, and that particular point where the whole pressure is said to be acting is called as the center of pressure. Okay, so that is about your center of pressure. Now the submerged part, in this there are 3 to 4 cases. There are 4 cases of submerged surface on which the total pressure force and the center of pressure is to be determined. The submerged cases may be: first one is the vertical plane. In this, what we are doing, we are immersing the body vertically. One is your horizontal plane, in which we are keeping the plane of the body horizontally. One is your inclined plane. In this, we will keep at a certain angle, and one is your curved surface. So if we are keeping any surface which is of curve shape, so these are the three submerged cases. One is your vertical plane, when the body has been kept vertically, when the body has been kept horizontally, when the body has been kept inclined, and when the body has been curved, which is having a shape of curve shape. Okay, so we will discuss each and everything in detail. Okay, first we will start with the vertical plane surface submerged in the liquid. So the first case we will study is about the vertical. If the body has been submerged vertically inside the fluid, so what will happen? For that you need to understand this diagram. As you can see that there is a fluid which has been kept, a body which has been submerged in the fluid. Okay, so vertically it will look like a strip. So as you can see over there, A and B has been drawn over here. So this is the vertically shape of that body. So in order to evaluate it, it is showing a broader picture. Okay, now the in this we are considering, so we need to find out for a small strip we will find out the total forces for a small strip, and where the total pressure has been acting, we will find out it for a small strip, then we will integrate that in order to calculate for the whole body. Okay, so for that we are considering a small strip. As you can see there, there is a small diagram drawn over here which is consisting of a strip. So the width of that strip is considered as B. Okay, the height of that strip is considered to be DH. Okay, after that, the height of the strip from the free surface of the liquid is H. Okay, and the center of gravity of that particular body is at a position of H bar, and the point P is, we are considering the point, this point is nothing where we are considering that the whole pressure will be acting. This is the center of pressure. Okay, so we are considering that this is having a height of H star from the free surface. So this is basically the diagram. Okay, notations are been given over here. Area, if we are writing A, then it is saying that it is total area. We are talking about total area. H bar is the center of gravity area from the free surface of the liquid. So as I've told you, Cg from this G to the free surface, it is H bar. After that, G is the center of gravity. G, as I have told you, this is the center of gravity of point of that particular body. P is the center of pressure. P is the point where the whole pressure is supposed to be acting. And H star is the distance of the center pressure from the sea surface. So where the whole pressure will be acting, the center of pressure, from that to the total height, it is here H star. Okay, so first we will consider for a small strip. For that we need to consider what? We are considering the pressure intensity. So we have studied the pressure intensity. The pressure intensity is nothing but your pressure equals to what? Rho GH. This we have already studied in our previous classes, how this values comes. Okay, after that, okay, pressure equals to what? Rho G into H. After that, we are considering the area of the strip. So as you know, the strip, it is having a width of B, it is having a height of DH. So the area dA equals to what? B into DH. Okay, now the total pressure force on the strip. Now what will be the total pressure force which will be acting? So for that we have the formula, pressure equals to what? Pressure equals to force upon area. So if we need to calculate force, we need to multiply it with the pressure. So dF equals to what? Pressure into area. Okay, so now we will put all the values. Pressure, we know that it is rho gh, we will put rho gh over here, and area we know that it is B into dH. So this is B into dH. Okay, so this is for the small strip, this is dF. Suppose we need to calculate it for the whole body. So what we will have to do, we will have to integrate this dF. Over here it is not written dF, but it is dF. Okay, so in order to find out the force which has been acting on this particular body, for the whole body we need to integrate this. So F equals to what? Integration of dF. So integration of dF is what? Rho gh, this is the rho gh, into B into what? dH. So as you know that rho, since it will be having the same liquid, any body will be submerged in only one liquid only. So basically the density will become what? Constant. So rho is constant. G, gravitational force, is also constant. So rho g we can take it out. Now finally we are left with what? B into H into dH. Okay, now after that, in this part you can see that B into H into dH. Okay, and now what we are doing, that this H value or B into dH is nothing but your area. As you can see over here, dA is equals to what? B into dH. So over here we have B also, over here we have also dH also. So we can replace it by dA. So here we are left with what? H into dA. Okay, so H into dA we are left with. Okay, after that, in order to integrate this, so when we integrate this value, so this small dA is for the small strip, so this will become the area for the whole body, and this H is for what? For the strip. So the height of center of gravity for the body is what? For that is your H bar. So this will get converted into what? H bar. So now the final force equals to what? Rho g was constant. Okay, after that it will be multiplied by what? A into what? H bar. So this is the total pressure force which will be acting. total pressure force which will be acting on that particular body. Hope you guys have understood this. Okay, after that we'll come to find out the center of pressure. So the center of pressure, for in order to evaluate the center of pressure, uh, how you can calculate the center of pressure, that is important. So what it is saying that the center of pressure is calculated by using principles of moment. Okay, for in order to calculate the center of pressure, that is your H star, we need to calculate what? We need to use the principles of moment. So the principle of moment, what it states that, which states that the moment of the resultant forces about the axis is equal. So we need to take the moment of resultant forces about an axis, which will be equal to the sum of the moment of component about the same axis. So we need to take the moment of resultant forces about the axis, and that will be equal to the sum of the moment of the component about the same axis. So for that we are considering this strip only, and for that we are taking what, as you can see that this is some, in this strip we are considering that some small force will be acting on this point. Okay, on this particular point. Okay, so for that you need to take the moment about which axis, about the free surface. So if we are considering that this is a df, this is df, if we take a moment about the free surface, it will be equal to what, df into what, the height from this to this is h, so it will be equals to what, df into h. Okay, now we know the value of df, so we'll put the value of df over here. So the value of df equals to what, over here we have written the value of df was coming out to be rho gh into b into dh. Over here it is also written that it is rho gh into b into dh. So we'll put the value of df as this, and that will be multiplied by h. Okay, now the sum of the moment of all the forces about the free surface of the liquid. Now the sum of the moment will be what? So now this is for the small strip. Okay, in order to calculate it for the whole body, we need to integrate this. So we are integrating this. Okay, again rho and g will be constant, so rho and g is constant. We are left with what? H into h. Okay, b into dh. So over here you can see that it is b into h into h into dh. So we are left with this value only. H into it will be h square. Now we are having b into dh. B into dh, as you know that b into dh is nothing but area. So we are left with what? Rho g into integration of h square into dA. Okay. So this is the value which we have been left with. Now h square equals to what? Now integration of h square into dA equals to what? So this value about the moment of inertia. So this value gets converted into what? It gets converted into moment of inertia. Okay, this value gets converted into what? Moment of inertia, that is nothing but your I naught. Okay, so integration of this value, if you do the integration of h square into dA, it will give you I naught. So sum of the moment about the free surface, so we are left with what? Rho g, and that h square into dA is converting into I naught. Okay, after that what we are doing, we are taking the moment. This is the sum of the moment about the free surface. Now we will take the moment of force, this force, this particular point to the free surface, which is nothing but your force multiplied by h star. So this will be equals to what? Force into h star. It will be equal to this value, rho g into I naught. So this will be equals to what? Rho g into I naught. After that what we will do, we will put the value of, we will keep f on one side and the other values on the other side, or we will keep the value of f. We can put the value of f. So we have calculated the value of f in the first part, that was rho g into ah bar. So we'll put the value over here. So this will be what? Rho g into a into h bar into what? H star equals to rho g into I naught. So we need to calculate only h star. So we'll keep h star on the left hand side and all the other terms on the right hand side. So rho g into I naught divided by what? Rho g into a h bar. Okay, so rho and rho is getting cancelled, g is getting cancelled with g. we are left with I naught into A h bar. Now based on the theorem of parallel axis, Ig I naught can be written as Ig into A h square A into h bar square. Okay, so we need to replace this I naught with Ig plus A into h bar square. So in this value, we will put the value of I naught. So h star becomes what? Ig plus Ah bar square divided by what? Ah. So we can separate this value. So Ig can be divided by what? Ah, and again Ah into Ah is nothing but area will get cancelled, and this is also h bar. So one h bar will get cancelled, and we are left with only one h bar. So the final value or the final equation for h star is Ig into Ah bar plus h. So we will use this equation to calculate the center of pressure, and we will use this equation to calculate the total pressure force. Okay, hope you have understood this. uh, you need to do it by yourself, otherwise you won't be able to understand. And if you didn't understand anything, you can post it in the comment section, so that I will, if no, if anyone didn't understand that, I can repeat also. Okay, please let me know in the comment section. After that, uh, there are different geometric properties or geometric shape available. So based on that, we have certain formulas. So for that, if in case the body is rectangle, the CG from the base equals to what? D by 2. So this value you need to know. Its area is what? B into D. Its moment of inertia on the axis passing through the center of gravity parallel to the base Ig equals to what? BD cube by 12. And the moment of inertia about the base is what? BD cube by 3. Same for triangle. X equals to what? H by 3. This is the CG from the base, and area is equals to half into base into height. Its Ig equals to what? Inertia is BH cube by 36. Its inertia about the base is BH cube by 12. So based on the requirement, we will use the value. If the body is in rectangular shape, we will use this terms, these all values. If it is a triangular body, we will use this terms. Suppose it is a circular body, so the center of gravity from the base is d by 2. Its area is pi by 4 d square. Its moment of inertia is pi by 4 pi d to the power 4 64. Okay. In case of a trapezoidal, x equals to what? 2a plus b divided by a plus b into what? Multiplied by h by 3. In case of area, it equals to what? A plus b divided by 2 into h. And in case of moment of inertia, it is a square plus 4ab plus b square divided by what? 36 into a plus b into h cube. So these are the different properties or different bodies. Based on our condition, we will use the value. So you can note all these terms, because this will be required. This will be the main requirement in our calculations. Okay, one is your rectangle, one is your triangle, one is your circle, one is your trapezium. Okay, after that we will start with the first numerical based on hydrostatic pressure or pressure forces. Now a rectangular plane surface is 2 meter wide and 3 meter deep. Okay, it lies in a vertical plane in the water. So since we are studying about vertical plane, so you need to be very careful about this, that what it has been mentioning over here. It is clearly saying that it has been vertical plane. We are studying in vertical plane, and in this question it is also clearly mentioning that it is in the vertical plane. The rectangular plane surface is 2 meter wide and 3 meter deep. It lies in the vertical plane. So this is very important, because it can be inclined also, it can be horizontal also. So you need to very careful that what it has been given in the question. Okay, it lies in a vertical plane in water, so it has been kept inside the water. Determine the total pressure. So you need to calculate the pressure value, that is the force. Okay, and the position of center of pressure on the plane surface when it is upper edge is horizontal and coincide with the water surface. So it is considering, basically it is having two cases. When the top surface, it is coinciding with the free surface, that is one point, and again the top surface is 2.5 meter below the free surface. So this is the second case. Okay, so we need to calculate the F value, we need to calculate the value of H star. Okay, so the formula for force was what we have studied in this derivation. The force for force was, what was the value force for force? It was rho g into a h bar. Okay, so we have to write that equation for force. Okay, first we will write all the given conditions. So in the, it is a rectangle, so it is 2 meter wide, so b equals to what, 2 meter. Since it is 3 meter deep, so the depth is equals to what, 3 meter. We are considering when the upper edges is coinciding with the water surface. So since it is consisting of two cases, we are considering the first case, that is coinciding with water surface. After that we will do the 2.5 meter below case. Okay, so the force equals to what, the same formula, rho g into ah bar. Okay, now since rho, what will be the value of rho? Any liquid mentioned over here? Yeah, it is mentioned that it is water, so the value of rho in case of water equals to what, 1000. Okay, after that g is your gravitational force, which is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, area, for that we need require b into d, so area for b into d equals to what, 3 into 2 equals to what, 6 meters square. Okay, now we need to calculate h bar. H bar is nothing but the center of gravity. So for in case of rectangle, it is what, it is half of the depth, so 3 meter divided by 2, it is coming out to be 1.5 meter. Now we have got all the values, we will put in this equation, we will get the value of force. Okay, so rho is 1000, g is 9.81, 6 is nothing but your area, and 1.5 is your h bar value. So the total force which is coming out to be 88290 Newton. Okay, now after that we need to calculate the center of pressure. It is saying that the total pressure and the position of center of pressure. So center of pressure is nothing but your H star. It is given by Ig into AH bar plus H bar. So we'll use this equation. Okay, now Ig, the value of Ig, that is the center of inertia value for rectangular forces, is what, BD cube, as I've told you in this case it is equals to what, BD cube by 12. So we'll use this equation. So Ig equals to what, BD cube by 12. So the final value after putting 2 into 3 cube by 12, it is coming out to be 4.5 meter. After that area we know, H bar we also know. So we'll put the value over here, 4.5. Okay, this was the Ig value. Again area was 6 and H bar value was 1.5 plus again 1.5. So this value is coming out to be 2 meter. Okay, so this is the first case in which the top surface of the body was in contact with the free surface. After that, the second case is what, when the top of the body is 2.5 meter below the free surface. Okay, so in the second case we need to redraw this diagram. In this, as you can see, this is the 3 meter depth of the body and it is 2.5 meter below the free surface. Okay, so we need to calculate the same thing only, the total pressure as well as the value of center of pressure. For that we will use the same equation. Again, for force, the equation will not change, rho g into h bar, but here the values of h bar will get changed. Okay, so now rho, again since the liquid is not changing, it is 1000, it will be again 1000. G will be the same, area, that will be also equal to same. The value of only what, h bar is changing. Okay, h bar, now h bar equals to what, from here to here we need to calculate this half. This is equals to what, this is 3, so this will be equal to what, 1.5 from here to here, 1.5 plus again 2.5. So this value equals to what, 3 by 2 and plus 2.5, which is equals to what, 4. So the value of h bar equals to what, 4. So we will use all this value and we'll calculate the force. So force equals to what, 1000 into 9.81 into 6 into 4. So the value is coming out to be 235,440 Newton. Okay, now we'll calculate the center of pressure. So the center of pressure, the equation again it will be same, Ig into AH bar plus H bar. Ig value it will not change because it will be same equals to what BD cube by 12, so it was coming out to be 4.5. A bar A is equals to what 6, and the value of H bar again it is now 4. So we'll put all this value and we'll get the center of pressure will be at what 4.1875 meter. So this is the second case where the body is what 2.5 meter below. Now we will do the second numerical. Okay. The second numerical, it says that determine the total pressure. Again we need to calculate total pressure. In this time the shape of the body is changing. It is a circular plate. It is having a diameter of 1.5 meter, which is placed vertically. Again it has been mentioned specifically it is vertically. Okay, because the value of this H star will change according to your conditions. Okay, so since it is saying vertically, we need to use the same formula. Vertically in water in such a way, again the liquid has been mentioned, it is water, in such a way that the center of the plate is 3 meter below the free surface. So it is saying that the diameter of this circular plate is what 1.5 meter, and the center of gravity of this particular body is 3 meter below the free surface. Okay. Find the position of the center of pressure. So we need to calculate the center of pressure also, that is your H star we need to calculate. So first we have been provided with the diameter. Diameter is 1.5 meter. Since we have been provided with the diameter, we can use that diameter to calculate the area. So the area of circle is pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 into 1.5 square equals to what 1.767. The H bar will be what 3 meter. Since the center of gravity till the free surface, the height is what 3 meter. So H bar equals to what 3 meter. Now we will put this value into the force formula, that is rho g into a H bar. So since it is having the liquid as water, so it will be 1000 into 9.81 into what area equals to what 1.767, and H bar equals to what 3. So this value will give you the force value, which is equals to what 52002.81 Newton. So this is the force. Now we'll calculate the center of pressure, that is the value of H star, which is equals to what Ig into H bar plus H bar. For that we need Ig, the inertia force on the circular body. So the inertia force for circular body, as you can see in this table, the Cg for Ig value for circle is what pi d to the power 4 by 64. So we'll use the same thing, pi d to the power 4 by 64, pi into 1.5, because the diameter is 1.5 to the power 4 into divided by 64. The value is coming out to be 0.2485 meter to the power 4. Since it is moment of inertia, it will be powered with the 4. Now we'll put the value in the H star. So it is coming out to be 0.2485 divided by area 1.76 into H bar is 3 plus 3. The value is coming out to be 3.0468. Okay. So this much for today only. If you didn't understand anything, please let me know in the comment section. I will repeat that part. And one more thing, you can write your name and your roll number in the comment section for attendance purpose, because I will consider the attendance of those students only, those who have written their name as well as their roll number in the comment section. Okay, thank you.